It's time for a shakeup. As we're on the road to WrestleMania, we have to choose one of these cards to move forward. So the Moneymaker, select a superstar, gain $10,000 whenever you book them in a match. Let's do the Moneymaker. That sounds too good to be true, does it not? And I think one of the best ones we're going to do it with China. And every time we book her, we get more money. We're going to kick this one off. We're going to use a couple of our health spa cards. We're going to put one on Cody Rhodes to get him to 51 stamina. So he'll be out this week. And we're also going to go down here to the bottom and use one on The Rock, our champion. Because that feud's not done, we're going to give the both of them this week off to help them boost up. One of our big objectives this week is this right here. Have your most popular available female face and heel fight each other. This week, we will get rewarded with a veto champ, which we can use to block one of the champions from our rivals on their next show. All right, so we're on the road to WrestleMania. Here's our opening match week for this week. We're gonna give again a couple of our big stars the week off, but we are gonna have two titles on the line. It's China defending against Asuka as she retains, growing the feud to level 3. We're trying to have our best show at Mania as we get a good little call out there. We have a tag team matchup here. They said Sammy and Jinder thought they'd be a good tag team. They do defeat Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano. And we get a rivalry growing there. Indy Hartwell calling out Bayley. Now, the new IC champ Seth Rollins defending against Mustafa Ali, who wins the IC title, their new champion. And we lead to our main event. Tamina versus Raquel. Raquel with the win. The run-in costing Tamina. Hopefully, we'll grow the feud there even further. So as you see the show, we, again, a very consistent show across the board. 2 4-star matches, a 3-star and a 3.5-star. Can't be too disappointed by any of that. And we now look at the ratings and you see Sammy and Jinder are a good tag team. We gained 35,000 fans and a profit over $100,000. NXT though, 41,000 fans gained. Raw with 35,000 and WCW with 38. So we get the veto champ card for completing our commissioner goal. But we see we are still on top. Actually, wow, I'm a little bit shocked by this. NXT's dropped to 3rd as WCW, Eric Bischoff, has come roaring on. We separate ourselves a little bit further, but watch out for Bischoff, helmed by, you have there with Drew McIntyre and Ronda Rousey as their champs. Commissioner goal this week, Triple H wants us to have a last man standing match. We will get a special promotion ensuring we'll retain most of our fans this week. That's pretty big. So we'll try to see if we can find that in the budget and in the stamina region. Now we have made a big purchase here. It costs $200,000 to get it, but we have the big stadium arena now, which means we can seat 42,000 fans. That's almost 30,000 fans more than what we had prior. We make more money by $1 per ticket, and the show quality goes up by 2% extra. That's a big purchase that hopefully will pay off big for us. So a very inexpensive card, as we just don't have money for anything. We actually had to go down to the Capitol Wrestling Center for this. So we're going to see how it shakes out. It's all about building rivalries this week, in my opinion. So let's just sim everything and see how we did. So you're looking at everything we sim passed. We actually had a really good show across the board with a 4.5-star matchup. So that's big with 35,000 fans gained, $103,000 in profit. NXT had more fans than us, 41,000. Raw with 41,000 as well, and WCW with 37. So we are still on top. NXT jumps back into 2nd position, but we still have about almost a 30,000 fan buffer between us and 2nd place. Indy Hartwell wants a $100,000 bonus. Otherwise, she's going to walk away. Well, no can do. Bye-bye, Indy. One here, because this costs a lot of money, we can make sure that Rhea Ripley cuts a promo this week, and we'll get any show, we'll get a free arena booking. And how big is that? Well, look at the logistics here. The arena booking can be monumental. I mean, $75,000 for the big arena we have. We can get that for free next week if we complete this goal. All right, next week is up. We have the interference thing here, so we're just going to go ahead and simulate through this show. We have a GM interference here as Liv Morgan gets the win. 3-star rivalry now growing there to 3.5-star match. We get a call out here. Sami Zayn getting called out. Doesn't grow the rivalry I was hoping to see. Tag titles on the line here. And Cody and Seth Rollins are your new tag team champions. And a fun matchup there. Carmella Hayes rivalry now level 1. Bayley versus Hartwell. Let's see what happens here. Bayley with the win. And no rivalry growing. Good lord. Come on, y'all. Main event time. Roman versus Taker. Taker with another win over Roman. 4 stars. Rivalry anyway. 3.5-star matchup. We'll take it. So, a pretty consistent show. But you see what NXT did. They had a really good show through and through. Man, they had a 3.5-star main event. That's incredible. But looking at this, we gained 42,000 fans. Profit of 144K. And NXT beat that? No, they match us. So we don't make any headway there. 36,000 by Raw. And WCW wins the week. They had 48,000. So we are still on top over NXT, or excuse me, WCW is second in NXT, and then Raw last place. And apparently Carmelo Hayes is really fed up. He's mad that he didn't get a title rematch against Seth Rollins, so he wants a 100K bonus. Otherwise, he's going to walk. 52 popularity. That's not my plan. Sorry, Carmelo. You've been good, but the popularity doesn't strike confidence in me. So we've just lost Carmelo Hayes. That means we're down a face, a good guy on our brand right now. So, you know what? It just feels like a good place to be. You know, you got a little bit of money before Mania. You want to have big superstars out there. Let's go with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And to make things even more interesting, this is all to be applied next week. We are on the Go Home show for Mania. We are going to apply a Veto Champ card on WCW for next week, taking away one of their champions for Mania. We're also going to do a Veto Superstar card on NXT to veto one of their stars for next week as well. And to make matters worse, we're going to double the cost of next week's shows for WCW. All right, we've booked our go-home show for WrestleMania. Let's go ahead and get through it here. And we only have one title on the line. It's the IC Championship. Cody defeats the champ Roman. It's a 4-star rivalry now, 4-star match as well. Sammy calling out Stone Cold. That's a rivalry to see grow further. Seth Rollins versus Ali for the IC Championship. Mustafa retains in a 4-star match. Beautiful. Jinder calling out Gargano. Rivalry begins there. We have a fatal 4-way here just to get people on the card. Indy Hartwell wins that one, and it grows the Ripley-Rodriguez feud to level 1. And our main event, hopefully to make it level 4, Tamina and Liv Morgan. Morgan with the win. It's a 4-star feud, 4-star match as we finish out. So, again, this is all in hard mode. We have the hardest settings set up for this. Specialist only, making it some fun. A pretty good show. 3 4-star matches and a 2-star. Really, really happy. I mean, that's why you have 3 titles on the line, WCW. That's how you're keeping up with us there. But it's going to be between us and WCW. Let's see how we do here. Match card. We had 46,000 fans, $128,000 in profit. NXT 24,000. They are falling off. Raw with 39, and the big one here, WCW 40,000. So we stay on top heading into WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. It's all coming down to this for season 1. WrestleMania, double cost has been applied for this week. And ladies and gentlemen, we have booked our first WrestleMania. This is the finale for season 1. Let's get into it, and we will be watching the main event. So our opening match is Tamina versus Liv Morgan. Hopefully, let's see, Tamina gets the big win, then blow off there. A 4-star rivalry complete matchup. We get Bayley with a charity spot, just trying to get extra fans. We have a fatal 4-way here, tables match. Mustafa Ali wins that one and grows the feud between him, or Sami Zayn, excuse me, and Stone Cold Steve Austin at level 2. Rhea Ripley with a promo for some charity. We have the Women's Smackdown Championship on the line, and Asuka defeats the champ. A 4.5-star classic to complete their rivalry. We get into Roman versus Taker in a steel cage match. Taker wins the blow-off in the rivalry, 4 stars complete. And that leads us to our main event for the Universal Championship between The Rock, your champion, and Cody Rhodes. Here comes the challenger. Again, this is a TLC match for the Universal Championship title. It's on the line. Cody, our inaugural champion as we began season 1 here at Mania with the WrestleMania entrance, is the challenger. He's one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champs, coming to the ring with his SmackDown title across the waist as he waits now for the champ, The Rock. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your WWE Universal Champion, the most electrifying man in all sports entertainment, The Rock. signed on to come out here and defend his Universal Championship against our inaugural champ, Cody Rhodes. The winner of this one will take us into year 2 as our champ. So the title is above the ring. This TLC match for the Universal Championship. And Cody Rhodes going to work early here on The Rock. Early on in this one, The Rock going over to the commentary area. He's going to go pick up a steel chair as Cody messing around out here with a ladder. Both these two men will go converge in the center of the ring. Oh my gosh. The Rock going to work early with the chair. Cody rolls out of the way of the second strike and hits him with a right of his own as the two men will trade blows. But it looks like a DDT. No, Cody with the lefts to the midsection, getting out of it. And he's going to set up a DDT of his own. Cody's doing the old Stardust chant. Cody making the climb with pace as The Rock going to move up on the opposite side. And a jab to the right. Cody has got one of the notches, make it 2. But not able to do enough as these men will trade blows at the top of the ladder in front of the WWE Universe here at WrestleMania. And Cody sends The Rock down. He's hurt. Cody going back up top. The Rock is rolling out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. That may be all she wrote. Cody is 2 notches away as he's now 1. And that's it. Cody, ladies and gentlemen, takes down the Universal Championship and is your new Universal Champion to cap off Season 1 WrestleMania. How it started, it shall finish. Cody Rhodes stands as your champion in a 5-star legendary matchup to finish up the rivalry and conclude our Mania card. Then taking a look at the other cards, you see the drama curve, and I think we crushed it, y'all. You see what everybody else had. They had 1 title on the line. That was it. Nobody else got a 5-star match on this night except for us. So we had only 1 stinker. The 2.5-star match was our second mid-card here, the 4-way. But everything else, we crushed it. A incredible pay-per-view. Let's look at the ratings here. The Taker's really good at steel cage matches. Good to know. We gained 246,000 fans. We didn't make any money, unfortunately. But let's see, 246. That is almost 100,000 more than what NXT brought in. Again, Raw not even touching 200,000. And WCW, we crushed everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a tremendous show. And at the end of our first season, we have won by over 100,000 fans on hard mode, especially too, which is big. NXT, one thing they have done for themselves, they built up a budget. But that leads us to the Slammy Awards for Season 1. We just got a Fatal 4-Way achievement. And we've won the Slammy for Best GM. Ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Woods, the comeback kid, the largest increase in fans this season. Goes to us. Tyler Breeze wins most fighter superstars on the roster, which I guess there's a few we missed. Kurt Angle gets the beefcake for most bruisers. The money bag, most cash spent, goes to Eric Bischoff. And Season 1 summary, when it's all said and done, it don't matter. As you see the summary here, we finished first place. You see some of the other things. WCW won best match card quality with an A for one show. And we won everything else. Highest total profits, most fans, best average show quality, most rivalries completed, and highest average show quality during premium live events. So the summary has been concluded. For our brand, at the end of the day, Mustafa Ali won the most matches. He had 10. We saw Carmelo Hayes move up to most popularity gained, but 69 popularity gained before he left our brand. Our highest match card quality rating was Logan Paul before he left us, and he also was the most injured as well. So, as we finish out Season 1, the question is about what comes to Season 2, which is on the horizon, and we now look ahead to the road ahead for our MyGM series as we get ready for, it looks like, another draft.